Welcome to High School Football Game Night, presented by Scenic Cable Network and Production. Now, here's tonight's game.
Welcome to Ashford, Alabama at W.H. Brown Field, where tonight the visiting Houston County Lions, who are 2-6 overall, 2-4 in the region, take on the Ashford Yellow Jackets, who are 4-5 overall and 3-4 in the region. Should be a good game, and our lead announcer tonight is going to be my son, Cliff. Take it away, Cliff.
Well, got Houston County won the toss here, and they're going to receive. And this is a pretty big rivalry game, though, so it should be a good one, no matter what the records are. And here we go. Number 50 kicks it. And this will be a flag on the play. Move out to the 35-yard line for a legal procedure on Ashford, kicking the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, there's a definite crosswind here, and I do believe that had a little bit to do with that ball going out of bounds.
Yeah, I do too.
So we're not going to fault the kicker on that. We're going to just say he kicked it straight, but it went astray.
Well, he might need a little fault on it.
I'm trying to be nice to the guy. All right, here we go, Cliff.
And looks like we're going to have Columbia from the right hash here on the 35-yard line.
Columbia.
Cooper Sellers at quarterback. He leads the area in passing. Got well over 2,000 yards on the year. He's had a pretty good year.
I'd say. Okay.
Got two guys spread out wide. He drops back. And he throws an interception.
Oh, no.
He's going to cut it back inside. He gets a good block in the middle. And he'll be wrestled down about the 31-yard line. Big mistake to start off for Columbia. That ain't what they needed.
That was number 13 for Ashford Academy.
Hunter Harper.
Ashford Academy.
Interception.
Ashford Yellow Jackets. I'll say Ashford Academy about 4 or 5 more times.
And Ashford got great field position here to start the game. Just a big mistake there.
Yeah, they're set up pretty good here.
And they'll break the huddle. Ashford normally likes to run the ball a good bit, so they'll come out in a tight formation. Number 8, Jawan Richardson, takes the snap, hands it off to number 34. And he'll run down for about a gain of 4 or 5. It'll be 2nd and 5 here.
Looks like he got about 5 on that. Yeah, he just went straight up the middle, old-fashioned play there, and gained 5 yards.
So it'll be 2nd and 5 from the 27-yard line. Yeah, Ashford might throw the ball 10 times a game. They've ran the ball a good bit this year and been pretty effective with it. And he hands it off to number 1. He cuts back, got a lane. Looks like he'll have enough for the first down to about the 19-yard line. That's Devonta Williams on the carry.
Yeah, Devonta just kind of went off left tackle there and found enough daylight, about 7 yards, which is enough to bring up a first down on the, 18-yard line?
The 18-yard line.
Okay.
And they'll break the huddle. Pretty much staying with that tight formation they usually run with. Well, they'll have a couple receivers out, split a little bit, but they're still staying pretty tight for the most part. Puts a man in motion. He pitches it, and it's going to be a pass. He's got a man wide open. It's going to be a touchdown. Touchdown, Ashford. Wow. That is number 15, Cameron Matthews.
Cameron Matthews on that 18-yard touchdown reception. And
nice play there, though. Nice trickeration there.
Very nice. I mean, they had
some momentum going out the gate on offense. That was a good, well-executed play for Ashford.
Yeah, they had that down, and they even turned on the ambulance lights. They're really excited.
It was an exciting play.
That was a good play.
And Ashford's been fairly consistent this year on their extra points. So they should knock this one through.
If we can get
they got a man late getting on the field, though. We'll see if they're going to call the flag, but they won't. He gets on in time.
All right, we got 11 and 11.
Set.
Let's see.
That's a high snap. It could be trouble, but no, he's going to nail it through.
All right. So that was quick. So with 10:42 remaining in the first quarter, it's Ashford 7, Houston County 0.
And we're back here in Ashford after a quick turnover and score from Ashford. They responded out the gate. Took about 3 plays to score, and now they'll kick off. Peyton Crooms here on the kick from the 40-yard line. We got, can't see his number. Columbia's got those yellow numbers, and I can't really see. I think it's Jarvis White, though, back to return deep. And he kicks it. Looks like it could be out of bounds again, and it is.
Wow.
They'll get it back at the 35 again.
They're really fighting that wind.
I don't know if that one had as much to do with the wind.
Come on, I'm giving the guy a break. Actually, they're helping Houston County out quite a bit, giving it to him on the 35.
I just got
2 times.
Columbia's been turnover prone this year. They got to stay away from those turnovers.
Yeah. Apple or cherry, either kind is going to ruin them.
Different kind of turnover.
Oh, it's a different kind. I'm sorry.
And Columbia's going to come out. Looks like spread formation, balanced. 2 guys to the left, 2 guys to the right.
Or not.
And they'll move the guy, put a man in motion to the left.
All right, we got 3 on one and 1 on the other side. All right, here we go.
And he finds the guy quick, number 11, Rayshawn Kennedy down. And he's running backwards. And he'll get down to about a 7-yard gain for Rayshawn Kennedy.
That wasn't too bad. He just came out of his stance and ran 5 yards and turned around, and there's the ball.
Made a quick read, and he was there. It
was good.
Bread and butter there for him.
I'll give him 7. So we'll say 2nd and 3.
From the, looks like about the 42-yard line.
Yep.
Still in Ashford territory. And Columbia runs that no-huddle offense, so you'll see him look down at his wristband and, get the play in from the sidelines.
Oh, okay.
A lot of teams are doing that these days. Ashford still huddles, though. And they'll have a run here up the middle. He's going to lose about 2 or 3 yards. He'll be back around the 39-yard line.
Yeah, that was number 35 on the carry there, and he was met.
So that's 32 on the carry.
32.
Quan Johnson.
All right, I'm reading it through the camera, and I still can't see his number. Of course, you're a little younger than me.
So we'll have what was going to be 3rd and manageable will be 3rd and long here. About 3rd and 6.
6, yeah.
From the 39-yard line. Short 6, though. Come out 3 men to the left. He drops back. He's got Kennedy open. He's going to go. He's going to break it. Down to the 30, 25, 15, 10. He might go. Oh, and he's be just short. Down to about the 1-yard line. Nice pass there.
Wow. That was let me see here. That was a 62-yard play there. Yeah. He ran about 52 yards of it, maybe more.
And that was something Columbia really needed right there. They got some playmakers. They needed to make a big play here out the chute after that turnover.
Yep.
Still 9 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Still very early in the game. Haven't had very much time run off.
They don't kick extra points? Houston County does it?
They do sometimes.
Oh, so they're going to go for 2 here, I guess.
Well, no, they didn't score that right there.
Oh, that's right.
And he'll hand it off, and he's not going to get it. Reaches the ball out. Probably better watch that. Could fumble.
Yeah. Okay, 2nd and goal. Yeah, that's right. I got excited there. I don't see a 62-yard play every day, so I got excited.
And he'll have it, looks like about on the 2-yard line. Columbia continues to come out in the spread formation here, even on the goal line. And Ashford looks like they'll come out with about 7 guys in the box, but still got man coverage on the guys on the outside. High snap. Sellers recovers it, and he'll be wrestled down about the 10-yard line. It'll be 3rd and goal here from about the 10-yard line.
Yeah, when that ball went too high for the quarterback, that just ruined everything. Yeah.
It's just little miscues like that can really shoot you in the foot here, especially when you have a real solid kicking game and you've struggled all year to put points on the board. It's little stuff like that can really change your season around.
This could be the last game for some teams tonight.
Yeah, a few of them. I know Dothan's got a spot on the line tonight. Hopefully they can get in.
Yes.
Get that last spot. I know there's some weird ramifications that have to happen in order to get in.
I think there's about 74 different ways that could turn out here.
Tiebreakers.
Yeah.
And looks like they'll have 3 guys to the left, 1 Rayshawn Kennedy to the right. He throws a quick screen. He's not going to get a good block, but he's still going to score. Touchdown. And there's a flag. We're back around the 12-yard line. It's going to be a hold on the screen there. I think he got him in the back a little bit, and it's going to be probably 3rd and goal.
Field goal, yeah.
That's unfortunate for Columbia right there. That's play. That would be a big score for them.
And the receiver did a great job by getting away from that defender.
It looked like a well-executed play except for the hold. And, yeah, they're going to back him up.
Yep.
Did he call it a hold officially? I didn't.
I'm still on him. I'm
10-yarder had to be a hold. I mean, I pretty much
holding on the offense, yeah.
So that's another big miscue for Columbia, you know. Get the high snap on 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line, and then you get a touchdown called back because of a hold, and here you are, 3rd and 20.
3rd and goal.
And correction, that is 35, but I'm pretty sure it's still Quan Johnson. That's been the starting tailback all year.
Okay.
But there's not a 35 on the roster they gave us. So we'll just assume it's still Quan Johnson. He's had an empty backfield here.
We got to talk to that guy who does the roster.
Still a weird snap. He just throws it up. Oh, and it's going to be incomplete. Felt a lot of pressure right there. I think he was just trying to get rid of it.
Yeah, they came at him like a house of fire there. Now what does Columbia do on a, you got me calling Columbia. What do they do on a 4th down now?
Looks like they pretty much going to have to go for it. I mean, there's no way.
They don't have a kicker.
There's never been a kicker that since I was there that could make this field goal. So
not in this wind. Well,
I'd imagine they'll go for it here on 4th and 20.
Stranger things have happened.
And, man, that's just big for Columbia not to get in the end zone right here on these plays. He drops back. He's feeling pressure inside. He'll be rushed to the flat, and he's going to have to get rid of it. And looks like he'll be sacked down back for a loss of, looks to be around 21, and they'll turn the ball over and give it to Ashford back around the Columbia 41-yard line. And just a terrible stalled-out drive for Columbia. That was,
man, after that long pass and catch.
And they'll mark him down. They're actually going to mark him down around the 32, say his forward progress was stopped. So
that helps.
Yeah, if there's anything good that came from that play, that was it.
That's what it was. Yeah, that long pass and run, I figured, man, we are in business. But we shut her down pretty quick.
And Ashford still huddles. Here they'll come out.
Whatever works.
Same formation. They put a man in motion around the backside. He hands it up the middle. He's going to break it. He's down to around the 43-yard line for a big first down. Gets into Columbia territory.
That was number 34 with the carry right up the middle. And
he's been big for them this year. He's been one of their big running backs. They've had him and number 1, Devonta Williams, are their 2 big running backs they've got this year. You'll see them both get a lot of carries tonight. And their quarterback's also a really good runner.
What's number 34's name?
Devon Murray.
Devon Murray. 34. I should know that name by now.
And number 1 is Devonta Williams.
Devon and Devonta.
And then number 1, Devonta Williams, and he'll stand behind his blockers and get down for about a 14-yard gain for the first down.
And he was tackled by half of Houston County.
Yeah. Ashford pretty much running the ball at will here at the beginning of the game. They've definitely got a good running game. That's one thing they've done well.
And if it works, why change it?
Yeah.
No sense putting the ball up in this wind.
Although they did have a halfback pass
yeah.
for a touchdown, which was very nicely executed.
Yeah, I think it shocked everybody.
Columbia, for a small school, has got some pretty good size up on the line, but Ashford still just having their way up on the front. He hands it off to Murray again. He's going to break a tackle, shift out.
Ooh.
He'll get out to the middle of the field for about an 8-yard carry.
I can't read the number of the guy who tackled him.
I'm having a hard time with those. 25 is Broderick Stanley. I think he goes by BJ.
He is he's the guy that put a stop to that. But it brings up a
second and
two? Yeah.
I suspect Ashford will probably continue to keep it on the ground here.
Why not?
Basically the same formation for Ashford.
Yep.
They're pretty much running the same play, just with different options in it.
Wow.
And wow, big collision by both guys. Get down for a big run down to about the 7-yard line. That's definitely good enough for a first down.
28 on the carry. He lost his helmet.
That is Stevan Tullis. He's also one of the guys that's gotten some.
I've been hearing his name all year. Yeah,
he's gotten some good carries for him. You know, that system they run, there's 3 or 4 different running backs that are going to get substantial carries, and that's, you know, if you're a running back, you definitely like to play in this system.
Let's see, they're first and goal, right?
Yep, down to about the 7-yard line. Richardson under center. Hands it to Murray. He's up the middle. Oh, he's going to be down, I think, around the 1 yard line, maybe even inside that.
It was close.
And Ashford still just pounding the ball inside, just having their way.
About a gain of 8 on that, so yeah, down on the 1. Second and goal.
It's about the 1.5, actually.
Okay, all right, I'll give you the half.
Maybe even the 2.
Huh?
Maybe even the 2.
Okay. They're really close. How about that?
Ashford's still in the same formation. I suspect you'll see the same play. And Murray's going to get in for the touchdown.
Yes, he did. 2-yard touchdown run there for Murray.
And Ashford jumping on them quick here. And 4 minutes to go in the first quarter, and it's already 13-0.
Yep.
Columbia looking pretty dejected right about now. They're going to have to get some kind of spark going.
They struck up the band and the ambulance.
Oh, yeah.
Cheerleaders are throwing footballs. I don't think they can get one up here to us.
I'd like to see it if they could.
If they can, they're going to recruit them for the football team. Here we go.
Snap looks good. Hold looks good. Kick does not look good. Oh, I take it back. It does look good. He made it.
Barely made it on the inside of that left side. So
after that score, it's going to be Ashford 14-0, and with timeout on the field, we'll take a break. And after another scoring drive from Ashford, number 50, Michael Gibson's here set to kick it off, and he keeps it inbounds. First kickoff for Ashford tonight that does so. And number 1, Jarvis White, is going to take it, and he's got pretty good speed, and he gets out to about the 36 on a pretty nice return for Columbia.
Yeah, he was on his horse and go, and that was number 5 on the tackle for Ashford.
That'd be Kyrie Wilson. And Columbia's been pretty fortunate to have pretty decent field percentage to start these field position to start the drives out. But
they've been on the 35 every time, whether it goes out of bounds or not.
But to no avail.
Close, but no cigar.
Columbia sticks with the no-huddle offense. They'll send the guy out to the right to have an unbalanced look, strength to the right side. One man by himself down on the opposite sideline. And he'll be, number 4, Hunter Stewart, will be stopped abruptly in the backfield for a loss of 1 or 2. Not much going tonight for Columbia on the ground. They haven't ran the ball for any positive yards yet. And actually, that's going to be a loss of about 5.
That was number 10 on the tackle for Ashford.
Christian Williams. Oh, I'm sorry. Desmond McGriff, number 10 for Ashford.
Desmond McGriff, the old crime dog. He plays basketball, too.
I remember that.
I don't know if he likes me calling him that, but I've done it for years.
And Columbia's going to have an empty backfield here. Hunter Stewart will switch out and go to the slot.
Looking for a pass.
5 wide here for Columbia. Sellers reels in the snap. He throws a short pass to number 25, B.J. Stanley, for a gain of about, I would say, 10 to 12 yards. There's going to be second, third, and manageable here for Columbia. See if they can convert here and keep this drive going. They desperately need a score, something to hold off the momentum here from Ashford. This is This didn't turn out the way Columbia wanted to in the beginning. Once again, empty backfield here for Columbia. Put a man in motion. They have 4 people on the right side, and I don't think you can do that. And Columbia will take a timeout here. And so we'll have a pause in the action. And we're back after the timeout. Columbia is going to be here with 3rd and 2, empty backfield. Sellers takes a snap. He looks to the left. He's going to have a wide open man, but he runs backwards, but he'll break a tackle and get down for about looks to be a 5 or 6 yard gain, well enough for the first down. They'll be close to Ashford territory.
Yeah, I think
on
they'll
about
spot that.
I think the 47-yard line.
Okay.
Good pickup for Columbia.
1st and 10 right there. They're moving the ball, moving the chains.
They've been able to throw the ball pretty well in Ashford tonight on these little dink and dunk passes, but that interception right out the chute, that really set him back, especially
down a little bit.
Punched it in right there afterwards.
But since then, Cooper's been doing a pretty good job.
Yeah, Sellers, he's held it together. You know, it's a good system if you can, you know, and a bad snap, they got to get that figured out. And he throws it away to Rayshon Kennedy.
Somebody caught it.
And that's going to be a loss of about 15 or 20. It's going to be, I don't know. I think you just throw that one away right there. Just do whatever you can. Because
That's what I thought he was going to do, which would have been not too bad an idea.
And they were putting the pressure on him pretty bad, but I don't think you want to throw it to the receiver there.
So it's 2nd and 22 now.
And we're about the Ashford 35-yard line. They're back out of Ashford territory.
Back where they were.
Yeah, really. Well, actually inside of where they were.
Yep. Ashford was coming on that one, though.
And Sellers look for the snap. Better snap that time. They'll run a screen out to the left. And he's going to have a blocker, but he won't get back to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be probably 2nd and about 3rd and 14 here.
Yeah, that was a good play.
It was a good looking screen.
Yeah,
blocker kind of got in the way a little bit, but he's able to make a little something out of it.
Yeah, he got around him and got a few yards anyway.
And it'll be, looks like actually about 3rd and 15 here.
Okay. Not what you want.
No. The Sellers will move a few things around, change the formation up a little bit. He looks to take the snap. A little low. He's looking for a man deep. Pretty good throw. Oh, and he looks like the Ashford guy may have gotten there a little early, but they won't throw a flag.
Yeah, but he wants one.
Oh, yeah, they definitely wants one, but it's going to be about 4th and 15 here for Columbia. And I would imagine they will punt. Good-looking ball there from Sellers, though. He put it where he needed to be, but it was actually really good coverage there by the defensive guy from Ashford. And I can't make out what number the punter is. Nope, number 7, Peyton Lassiter will be back to punt here for Columbia, and we'll have, looks like number...
I can't see him unless he turns sideways. We can't see him.
I think it's number 3 or number 8.
They bounced the ball back to him.
Pretty bad snap. I think he punted a first down. They'll get it down to about the 30. Punted down to about the 33-yard line. Looked like it was going to be a lot worse of a play than it ended up being, but he ended up getting the punt off and ended up being about a 30-yard punt.
He actually did an excellent job. They bounced that snap back to him. That's not what you expect.
No. But Columbia's had a few snap problems tonight. You know, that one bad snap they had down here by the goal line potentially could have cost them a touchdown.
Yep.
Moved them back from the 1-yard line to about the 10-yard line.
Yeah, you get a bad snap and throw off the timing of the whole play.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Especially when you got a lot of moving parts on the play like these two teams do on occasion. Ashford comes out in that same old formation. This time they'll pitch it to number 28. I believe his name's Tullis. Yes, Devontae Tullis. I'll get it memorized here in a minute.
Yeah, you might as well because we're going to be saying it all night.
Yeah.
Picks up about 4 yards around the left side there. Bring up it looks like about 3 yards, so we're going to give them 2nd and 7.
And Ashford will break the huddle. Same old formation, Devontae Williams to the left side out the backfield. And they'll run it the opposite way, though. Williams keeps the ball, cuts inside, cuts back outside. And there's a flag back around the 38-yard line. We'll see what that was. Usually it's holding when it's right there, so we'll see if the play is going to stand. The offensive line's walking backwards, so that should tell you
that was
the call's going to be.
Number 1 on the carry.
Face mask, actually, so it'll be...
Personal foul?
Yeah, well, I don't know if he said personal. I think it's nothing but 15-yarders now, so...
Yeah. So...
Oh, that was a five-yard penalty.
Okay, so 3rd down and...
No, it's still 2nd down. It was a penalty.
I'm sorry,
2nd and about 12.
Okay.
Number 8, Jawan Richardson, lines up under center. They'll actually have 2 wide receivers split out to the right side, something they haven't done much tonight. He'll drop back, throws a screen pass out to the right side. He cuts up, gets about 7 or 8 yards. That's number 15, Cameron Matthews, on the catch, and he gets upfield for a good gain. Pretty good looking play there.
Yeah, just flipped it out there, and he took off for about, what'd you say, 6?
And that's actually the end of the quarter here, and Ashford will have the ball on the 39-yard line when we come back, and it's 14-0 to Ashford. And we're back here in Ashford, Alabama. Ashford has the ball, 3rd and about 6 or a long 5. They snap the ball. It's an option play. He hands up the middle to number 9. He breaks one tackle, breaks another one, carrying the pile. That's looked to be about a 15 to 20-yard run for the first down on 3rd and medium. Pretty big play there.
He carried 4 guys with him at least 5 yards.
Harrison. He's also took some snaps at quarterback this year. I believe he was actually the starting quarterback at the beginning of the year, and they're going to run him at running back now. Pretty good athlete.
Yes, he is. So that's first down on the.
And Ashford sticking with that running game. They ran the ball well tonight.
On the 47.
Put a man in motion. He'll hand it back to Harrison, and he'll get 8 or 9 yards. Well, no, 5 or 6.
Yeah.
It'll be 2nd and 4. Another good carry by number 9.
They just keep, the only thing Ashford's doing different is they just have a different runner.
That's it.
And they've got a bunch of good ones.
Keep them fresh.
Yeah.
Good looking offensive line for Ashford too. Pretty big bodies.
Well, yeah, that runner doesn't get anywhere if that line's not blocking, and they're doing an excellent job.
That's it. And a misdirection plays. Tolis gets it on the outside. He makes a man miss, sheds a tackle, gets to the first down, gets down to about the 33-yard line. Nice carry.
And he was tackled by 6 people.
It's a good-looking counter play by Ashford there. They got the blocks, and he was able to get a nice gain off of it.
That was a little different for them. I think everybody was expecting up the middle, and they come around the end there.
They've ran that option-type play the whole night, and they come out with that. And caught them off guard a little.
Can never get too comfortable on defense. You always got to be ready for the unexpected.
That's it.
That's why they call it the unexpected.
That's it.
All right. 1st and 10.
Same old formation for Ashford. Williams shifts to the right. Richardson going to drop back to pass here for Ashford. Got blocks. Throws it to number 34, Devon Murray, for a positive pass down to for about looks to be a 5 or 6 yard gain. Well, no, 6 or 7 yard gain. Actually, 8 yard gain.
It's catching up to you.
Yeah.
No, it's hard to tell sometimes.
Yeah,
I mean, we're standing right here.
And they're throwing the ball around.
That's why the refs do it from down there, not up here. So 2nd and 1. Got 9 yards on that
Ashford
little pass.
mounting another nice drive here. They've had 2 other nice ones here prior to this one, and this one is shaping up as well. Keeping it on the ground. He hands it off to Williams up the middle, and he's going to get a really nice gain up for about 10 yards down to about the 14-yard line.
And another first down.
Yep.
I think they set it right on the 15. This Ashford band over here is fired up somewhat, a little bit. Oh, wow.
Dressed in Halloween costumes.
Yeah.
Because it is Halloween.
You got a banana down there playing trumpet.
There is. And he's going to be, I thought he was going to be stopped there at the line, but he's not. He's going to get a second effort for about five yards after the fact.
Tackled by 6 people. And that was
number 1 again, Williams.
Yeah.
He's also a great defensive player, too. That's a really good player for Ashford, Devonta Williams. He's done a lot for them this year.
So that's going to bring up a 2nd and, what are you going to say, 6? He's not quite halfway over
Long
there.
5.
Okay. I can't put that on the screen, so let's say 6. Go to L5 maybe. I don't know what I'm going to do.
And Ashford, same old formation.
8:48 to go in half.
That's one thing about running this type of offense. You control the clock the whole time. That clock's going to keep running once you keep it on the ground.
Yep.
Which they did there for a gain of about 3.
Brings up
Devin
a 3rd and 2. Murray was on the carry, all right.
Their other running back.
The other, there's about 3 that we've identified so far. 3rd and 2.
Ashford down inside the Columbia 10-yard line. Columbia looks like they're huffing and puffing there on defense. That running game will take a toll on you.
Yeah, you got to go every play, and
especially when you're playing against a small school like Columbia. You know, they don't have the numbers to keep running the defensive line in and out. And another nice run for Murray. He gets down inside the Columbia 5-yard line for a first down. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 3-yard line.
34 on the carry. Was that Tullis?
That's Murray.
Murray, okay. I only got to remember 3 names. You'd think I'd get them.
Yeah, Williams, Murray, and Tullis. Oh, and Richardson's also a really good player.
Richardson, yeah, that's right. I don't know if Ashford has any playoff possibilities.
Yeah, they actually are in the playoffs.
They are? Okay.
They lost to Headland last week, but it was a wacky tiebreaker like the Dothan High one, and they were able to benefit from the tiebreaker.
Wow.
And Williams keeps it up the middle for a touchdown. Devonta Williams on the 3-yard touchdown run. And it's going to be 20-0 Ashford here. 7:32 to go in the second quarter, and it's all Ashford so far.
As we kind of expected.
Yeah, a little bit, but you figure it's a rivalry game. You never can tell.
That's true. Like Alabama and Auburn, Michigan and Ohio State.
Well, it ain't that big, but
Stanford and, I don't know, California.
Remember the Stanford-Cal game? The band was out on the field?
Watch out for the trombone player.
That's it.
All right, extra point is.
It's up, and I won't say if it's good or not because I was wrong last time before they told me, and it is good.
It is good. So, with 7:32 remaining in the first half, the score is Ashford 21 and Houston County 0. Ashford ready to kick off after that nice touchdown drive.
Oh, yeah. And another Ashford kick out of bounds. That's
3 out of 4.
Yeah.
That wasn't the wind because the wind is blowing this way. So
Michael Gibson on the kick. They've had 2 different kickers tonight with both of them having the same result.
Well, Gibson's last kick did stay in bounds.
Yeah, he had the one that did stay in.
Yeah. So. And I can't blame the wind on this one because he kicked it against the wind. So
we'll see if they trot the other kicker out here for the next kickoff. Well, if there is another kickoff, we'll see. Well, there will be because Columbia got the ball first. So
got to be at least one more kick by Ashford before this night's over.
We'll see if 50's back out there. And Columbia
35 again.
With the no huddle. They'll have 2 receivers out to the right, 1 to the left. Actually in a pistol formation here. I haven't seen much of that this year from them. He'll throw it out quick. And actually it looked like it could have been a backwards pass, but they'll call it incomplete. It looked like a miscommunication between Sellers and the wide receiver there on the plays. It falls incomplete.
I'm not sure what was supposed to happen there. I didn't even follow it very good with the camera. So
it was a quick screen play that didn't articulate.
At any rate, it was incomplete.
Hunter Stewart, the running back, took Cooper Sellers as left. B.J. Stanley behind him in the pistol formation. Those show strength to the left side. Cooper drops back, throws it to number 11, Rayshon Kennedy. And they have a hard time getting him down, but they eventually do. It should be a gain of about 3 yards on the quick pass from Sellers to Kennedy. Rayshon Kennedy is actually the leading receiver in the area, too, so we get to watch the leading passer, Cooper Sellers, and the leading receiver.
Brings up 3rd and 8. Well, if you got the leading passer, he's got to throw it to somebody.
And actually, Devonta Williams is the leading tackler in the area, according to the Dothan Eagles, so we get to watch out for that.
Got an all-star game here tonight.
Well, to a sort.
Blue-gray game.
Good snap. Sellers feels the pressure, throws it up. He's got a man. Oh, just behind him, though. Receiver didn't really adjust to the throw. Decent coverage, but a pretty nice throw by Sellers. He was feeling the pressure there.
That's 2 long, nice throws by him.
Yeah, he's had 2 pretty good long balls tonight. Just good defense by Ashford. They're a pretty good defensive club.
They are. So that brings up
brings out the punting situation.
4th and 7.
Bring out number 7, Peyton Lassiter, to punt for Columbia. Pretty good punt last time as they rolled the snap to him, but he was able to corral it and get it off. Yeah, so we'll see if he.
Hate to see what they do if they actually snapped it to him.
See, we have an interesting snap here, and they send a bunch of people, but pretty good punt here.
Wow.
Somewhat of a spiral to it. Oh, and it bounces forward. Columbia needs to get on it, and they do. Down to around the 45-yard line. Ashford will be backed up in their own territory.
Not very, but yeah.
Not very.
A little bit backed up.
I won't say backed up, but they are in their own territory.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad of a punt for high school.
No, it looked pretty good.
But this wind calmed down a little bit, though. The sun is set.
Pretty nice night here for. Figured it'd be a little cooler than it was, but there's a little warm breeze tonight. I guess it's because of that system blowing in. There's a little bit of a rain system moving in. It's supposed to be here. I would guess it'd be here tonight or in the morning. It's keeping it kind of windy, but a little warm too.
Weatherbug says it's 71 right now.
That's surprisingly warm for Halloween night.
Yes, it is.
And Hayden Harrison will drop back and get it to actually throw it to the starting quarterback, Juwan Richardson, and he'll pick up a first down receiving. He does it all.
Catches it, throws it, sells popcorn at halftime. He's there.
Pretty good looking throw and catch there from.
Yeah, that was quick. I lost it because I hit the beam here.
Harrison to Richardson, 9-8.
If your last name ends in Son, you're going to play on this team. 6. I can't read that clock. 6:14
to go.
They got a few
in the second quarter.
They got a few bulbs out like me.
Ashford has 2 wideouts spread out, balanced each side. He drops back. He looks for one of them. He's got him wide open too. It's Richardson, but he overthrows him. And wow, that was a disaster averter for Columbia because he had a couple steps and he's a speedy guy.
Yeah, that would have probably
And
been
it was really
6.
not a bad throw, just a little too much mustard on it.
Mustard. So 2nd and 10. A little bit too much mustard on it, huh? Okay. Put that one in my memory bank. Stops the clock with exactly 6 minutes to go, so we're halfway through the second quarter.
And yeah, and it's, like we said, it's been all Ashford, and they've kept it on the ground here, and they've pounded it. Now they're just now starting to throw the ball a little bit. Now they got Harrison in, but they'll keep it on the ground with Murray here, 34 up the middle, and he'll scamper down for about a gain of 7.
On the tackle there was number 4.
Hunter Stewart. That's actually the head coach's son for Columbia, Hunter.
4 and 67 were on the tackle for Houston County.
Marcus White.
He looks a bit wide.
That's why I said, Columbia's got a pretty good-looking defensive line there up the middle. Looks like 250-pound guys there. That's pretty rare for
it is pretty good
small school football in Alabama.
Yep.
But it's no match for Ashford tonight because they've ran it downhill on them. Harrison takes a snap, drops back to pass. He's going to feel a little pressure. Oh, and he's going to stumble down.
Tackle himself.
Around the 30-yard line. Not much of a loss, but still a loss. Not sure will be credited with the sack, but one of those 2 guys that was in the vicinity of him will be.
So that's going to be 4th and, what do you say, 5?
Yeah, I believe this will be a go-for-it moment here, though.
Yeah, this is no man's land.
Definitely no field goal, but
no.
It's a...
How long would a field goal be from here? About 50?
49.
Yeah. So...
And that would be something to see. Wouldn't be surprised to see Ashford just run the ball here, as a matter of fact, because they've done it so well tonight. That is not what they do. He's going to have a man wide open on the flat, chooses to throw it over the middle.
Sure did.
He breaks a few tackles. Wow, nice second effort there from, I believe it's going to be 28, Devontae Tullis. He's had a pretty big night tonight.
And he was tackled by 7 people that time. Yeah, I thought he was down right where he caught it, and then he just goes down the field still. So
be a pretty interesting stat line for Ashford tonight. You got the quarterback's going to have a couple of receptions, and Tullis have a few receptions, and he's normally a running back, and one of the running backs has got a few passing attempts. So some unusual things for Ashford, statistically wise.
They are on the 8, aren't they? So we're going to call it 1st and goal.
There's going to be a timeout on the field, but yes, it looks like they are on the 8.
1st and goal from the 8 for Ashford.
And they'll have Hayden Harrison under center, Juwan Richardson, who also plays quarterback, split out to the right. And he'll throw it to Richardson, and he's going to maybe have the corner. He's got good speed, and he gets in for the touchdown. And boy, a good-looking screen from Ashford there. It's going to be 27-0 here, and it's just been real lopsided.
He threw that ball so fast over there, I didn't even catch him.
Yeah, Ashford's pretty blessed to have 2 good quarterbacks, 2 formidable quarterbacks.
2 quarterbacks, 3 running backs, and a heck of a line.
They got more than 3 running backs.
Got to have that line blocking for you, and they seem to have
Peyton
it.
Crooms back to attempt the extra point. I think he's 2 for 3 tonight, and that one looks like it's good.
3 for 4? What do you say?
Indeed,
yes.
3 for 4. So he's had a pretty good night with extra points.
So a timeout on the field. It's Ashford 28, Houston County 0. So after the score, Ashford will now kick off. Number 18 kicking off this time. We're going to see if he can keep it in bounds.
Yeah, like I predicted, they swapped out kickers. After 50 kicked it out of bounds, they'll go back to Kroom. Let's see if he can have a little better luck. And he does. Keeps it right down the middle. Pretty good kick. And number 1, Jarvis White will field it, and he's going to look up the middle. And he's got pretty good speed.
Wow.
He's pretty good return there, up to about the 36, 35-yard line.
They're starting at the 35 again. Doesn't matter if they kick it out of bounds or not. They're going to start at the 35. Yeah, he took off like a house of fire. He was gone.
That guy's got good speed. He's had a really good year, too. He's actually the second leading receiver in the Wiregrass. So Columbia's got the first leading receiver and the second leading receiver. But when you don't have a running game, it makes it tough to get any balance to where you can catch anybody off guard. You just get a bunch of yards and don't get very many points, as we saw on their second drive where they went down in the goal line and stalled out.
Right. Ooh, we had to pick that one off the ground.
Pretty good protection for Cooper, but he's going to evade the pocket and run out and keep it and get a pretty good gain.
Sure did.
Down to about, a couple yards. They'll mark him out after a 2-yard gain. It's going to be about 2nd and 8.
Well, let's see where they come down with it. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. 2nd and 8.
And pretty good, nice little scamper there for Sellers. He gets out of the pocket.
He ran 20 yards to gain 2.
Yeah. And Columbia comes out. Actually, they'll have, it looks to be trips to the left with Sellers back in the shotgun. He looks to throw it to White quick. Oh, and pretty good defensive play to disrupt. Looks like he broke Jarvis White's concentration there by getting a hand up, and just way to be there by 13.
Yeah, he
Hunter
did.
Harper.
We've said his name already tonight.
Oh, yeah. Ashford got a few ball players now. They usually do.
Yeah, that defender just messed that whole thing up.
Columbia likes to run the screen game a good bit. If normally if you're having a hard time running the ball, you can get the screen game going a little bit and make the defensive line run back and forth and get a little effectiveness up front. But when you can't catch a screen, it don't do too good. Ooh, and is that going to be a catch? What are they saying? It is. Pretty nice pitch and catch there from Sellers, and I can't quite see. Is that number 1? I don't think it is. I can't quite make out his number, but still. Sellers
about a 10-yard gain, wasn't it?
Evades a little pressure there. Yeah, gets the first down.
First
something
down.
Columbia desperately needs.
They're on neither one of them's territory. They're right on the 50.
Yeah. Columbia struggle tonight.
Here comes trips to the left again.
See if they'll throw the ball here again. And they run it. Oh, he's got a pretty good hole up the middle. He's going to go. Quan Johnson gets down. He's going to be brought down. Did he fumble? Oh, they're going to call it a fumble, and I think Ashford did recover that ball, but I don't know if that was a fumble.
I thought he was
down. Which, of course, there's no instant replay here, but he appeared to be down to me, but the referees disagree. But Columbia will retain possession.
And a first down on the...
It's about the 16-yard line. That may have been a makeup call, one of the other referees making up for the guy that called the fumble's mistake. And giving Columbia the ball regardless of who came up with it, which I think it looked to me like Ashford jumped on it.
It was very close.
What
do we say, 14-yard line, 1st and 10?
And 1st and 10 for Columbia on the, is it the 14? Yeah, I believe it is the 14. Well, I think it's dead on the 15. No, it's 14. I'll make up my mind.
Great decision.
Man. He takes the snap, and he's not looking, but he is now, and he goes up. And, man, is that a pick? Nope. It's going to be incomplete. He throws up into double coverage there, but pretty big athletic wide receiver out there. Rayshawn Kennedy looks like he's a pretty big kid. He's 6'2", 6'3". He's probably got a good jumping ability to go up and get it. So I see what he was looking at there, but Ashford also did too.
Yeah, and they were a lot closer than we are. So it just falls as an incomplete pass.
But the clock stopped, so that won't be a factor for Columbia as they're trying to get at least something on the board here. It's been a tough sledding for them tonight.
2:34 to go in the half.
Empty backfield.
I bet they throw
5 spread out. See a little confusion there for Ashford. Oh, but not much. Oh, but a nice touchdown catch by Rayshawn Kennedy in traffic.
Yes.
Sellers hung him out to dry a little bit by throwing over the middle late, but
14-yard pass.
His athletic ability
14-yard
overcame,
pass
and it was a nice play.
Yeah.
They needed that. It'll be 28-6. We'll see how the extra point goes here for Columbia.
Well, yeah, we never did get to see last time.
Well, I think they're actually going to go for 2.
So they don't have a...
They must not have too much faith in their field goal kicker. Well, I don't know.
Well, what are they doing back here?
I think Cooper holds the no.
Nope.
I don't know what's going on.
We're going for 2.
Spread out 5 wide. Can't blame them.
Wow.
Low snap. Oh, and that'll fall incomplete over his head.
Over 2 of their heads.
Yep. But it'll be 28-6 here. Columbia finally gets down there and puts one on the board, which they really needed to do. They threw the ball pretty well there on that last drive.
They did. They drove that one right down, and I think that run up the middle kind of
definitely
that surprised Ashford on that one, because they were
like I was saying before. If you can't run the ball, you can't do too much, because you just got to have that balance. If they know you're going to throw the ball, they can just sit back on their heels and
put 3 guys on the line and 8 back, and
that's right.
You can complete a pass if you had to.
But you get that nice run up the middle, and that makes them respect you a little bit more on the ground.
He was gone. He was probably surprised. He got on the other side of that.
And a pretty big fellow there, too. He looks like he's about 210, 220. That's a big kid rumbling down there.
Yeah. And he was quick. He didn't waste any time getting down there.
That's right. That's right.
So a little life there for Houston County.
3-possession game here. It's a long shot here on the road against a bigger school, but stranger things have happened. Number 7 will be here to kick for Columbia. That is Peyton Lassiter.
All right.
And he's got it squared up, and it's a end-over-end kick down to the 20-yard line. Will be fielded by Juwan Richardson, and he's got one man in the flat, and he gets by him. He's got a corner, and he looks like he'll be forced out of bounds on a very nice return by Juwan Richardson. And he just does it all for Ashford. Quarterback, catches balls, long returns, you name it.
Yeah, that was about a 43-yard return by him, and that didn't take long. And did he go out on 37? That's what I guessed. Yeah,
that
37.
Is 37, yes. Good guess.
So they start in their enemy's territory right off the bat with 2:10 to go and a half.
And boy, Columbia, they take 1 step forward and 3 steps back there. You finally get some points on the board, and then you give up a long
42-yard kickoff return.
That's right. That just ain't good for you. But with 2 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock, Ashford's going to stay in the same old formation. Looks like they tried to draw Columbia off sides there, but no dice. 34 keeps it up the middle of Devon Murray for about a 5 or 6 yard run. Been pretty automatic with that tonight. Not much Columbia's been able to do with Ashford's running game.
I think you got about, I'm going to give them 4 and say it's second and 6. What do you say?
It's 4, 2nd and 6.
All right.
Long 6.
I don't want to say we're high up, but I think I can see Cottonwood. I'm not sure. We are up here.
You'd probably be more likely to see Gordon from here.
Gordon, okay. It's a large town, whatever it is I'm looking at.
And looks like a little miscue there on the snap, and he's going to keep it. Still looks to throw, but obviously won't be able to throw past the line of scrimmage.
Past the line of scrimmage.
And it was a busted play, but he was able to make something positive out of it and get down to about the 29-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and manageable here for the Yellow Jackets. And really not – Hayden Harrison's played a pretty good ball game tonight. We normally see Juwan Richardson playing quarterback, but Harrison's done a pretty nice job coming in relief.
Sure has. They faked a run up the middle, and then I don't know what happened, but the quarterback said, I better go. Less than a minute to go and a half.
And Ashford controlling the clock here. They'll probably want to just keep the ball going into halftime if they can. And just a bit outside there, intended for number 4, Andrew Rice. And not a bad throw, not a bad decision, but it actually looks like there's a flag on the play, and looks like it's in the vicinity where holding is generally called.
There is a flag on the play, okay.
But last time I said that, I was also wrong, so.
Well, some of the Ashford players have yellow shoes, and every once in a while you think that's a flag, but
right.
When the flag starts running down the field, you realize it's not.
Well, either somebody's missing their shoe or it actually was a flag.
The bluish shoe. Here we go. A false start.
I think was that a false start?
That's what he said.
It was a 10-yarder. I think it was
illegal procedure. Well,
illegal procedure. Okay.
Is that the same as false start? I thought it was. Anyway, they did something they weren't supposed to, and it brings up a 3rd and 12.
And it cost them 10 yards. So they'll be actually 3rd and about 12 here from the 39-yard line.
Yeah, false start is only 5 yards, so they must have did something worse than that. All right, here we go. 48 seconds to go and a half.
He drops back to pass, and he's got a man wide open down the middle, and he'll fall under the ball down to around the Columbia 17. And pretty nice pass, able to set his feet in the face of pressure and deliver a pretty nice throw there. Hayden Harrison again This is the most we've seen Ashford throw the ball all year, let alone in one half. So, but they'll call a timeout here with 38 seconds to go on the clock. It is.
1st and 10 for Ashford on the, what, about 17, did you say?
Yeah, it'll be the 17.
All right.
38 seconds to go on the clock. After a nice pass there, they'll pass it again here.
Or try.
Bit of a jailbreak there by Columbia, and he's going to throw it into coverage. And I'm not sure what happened, incomplete.
He had 3 guys on him, so.
5 people collided there, so it was kind of hard to make out exactly what had happened. But
what did happen was incomplete. So that took a few seconds.
Yeah, about 10.
So, well, 2nd and 10 from the 17, 17, 18, somewhere along there.
It's also interesting, both of Ashford's quarterbacks are left-handed, something you rarely see one left-handed quarterback on a roster, let alone 2.
It's like trying to watch a left-handed golfer. It hurts.
Yes. Phil Mickelson.
Yeah, that's my boy.
I like Phil, too. He'll drop back. And on the corner route, 15 had a pretty good play on it, but nice recovery there by the Columbia defender to break that one up. Pretty nice throw and catch, but he wasn't able to reel it in.
Not that it's going to take a genius to figure this out, but I'm thinking they're just going to throw it 4 times for the end zone.
Yeah.
So, 3rd and 10. There's a couple of ghouls and goblins out here tonight. I don't know what a ghoul is, but they're here. And a bunch of orange balloons.
Well, I hope they get a bunch of candy.
Yeah, ruin their teeth. 3rd and 10.
He drops back again. Oh, man, that goes through the hands of the offensive player and then the defensive player.
Number 4 was the intended receiver, but he wasn't tall enough.
Andrew Rice.
Again.
He's been targeted twice tonight to no avail. Eventually, maybe he'll haul one in. Not that it's been his fault.
Yeah, I was going to say not necessarily
a couple wide
his fault.
throws there.
Well, we got 18 seconds and 4th and 10.
And I imagine Ashford just heave it up here, see if they can make something out of nothing. And somebody's calling a timeout. Ashford will call. No, Columbia will call a timeout.
With timeout on the field, the score is 28-6. Ashford with a 4th and 10 and only 18 seconds to go in the half. We'll see what they do.
And they come out in the same old tight formation, but I imagine they'll heave it up. And he fakes the fake. And he's being chased by a big man. He throws it out. Ooh, complete Andrew Rice. And like we predicted, he'd haul one in, and he did for a touchdown there right before the end of the second half.
18-yard touchdown pass.
Nice job there by Hayden Harrison to avoid the pressure and get out of the flat and deliver a pretty accurate throw. That was a nice play by both players there.
Yeah, he was pretty popular back there. Everybody wanted him.
That's right.
Took 9 seconds, so.
Columbia will have 9 seconds to field a kick and then see if they can throw it deep one time. Or whatever they decide to do. Peyton Crooms back to attempt the extra point. He was successful on his last attempt, and we'll see about this one. Appears to be.
In the woods.
And it was. And he's 4 or 5 tonight. That makes Ashford up 35-6 with 9 seconds to go in the half.
Ashford set the kick here after the.
Michael Gibson, the kicker. They rotate 2 kickers in and out. And number 1, Jarvis White picks it up, and he's not going to have much room to work with, but makes a little something and gets tripped up around the 33-yard line.
With 2 seconds on the clock.
2 seconds to go on the clock. They're 2 yards short of where they generally get the ball, where they have the last 5 times tonight.
Yeah, the 35 was their magic number so far.
But we'll see how far Sellers can throw it here, more than likely.
You think they'll heave one down there, or are they just going to kneel on it?
We'll see in about a second.
Ashford's got a couple of players back here almost 20 yards back from the line of scrimmage. So they're expecting a...
They are looking for the throw. And Cooper will have 2 left on the left, 2 on the left, 2 on the right. Balance formation, takes a snap, kind of low. Drops back and throws it to the flat. And Kennedy will reverse field and be hauled in for a negative yards. And that'll do it for the half.
So with halftime, the score is Ashford 35, Houston County 6. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.
She has been escorted by his parents. Grace has played football for 2 years. Michael Grissom. Michael is the son of Jared and Charlie Grissom. He is being escorted by his parents. Michael has played football for 3 years. Justin Hatcher. Justin is the son of Damon and Faye Hatcher. He has been escorted by his parents. Justin has played football for 6 years. Cole Jeter. Cole is the son of Lucy Kirkland and Scott Jeter. He has been escorted by his parents. Cole has played football for 5 years. Demarie Rashawn Lee. Demarie is the son of Jake Madrid, Wines. He is being escorted by his mother and grandmother, Shirley James. Demarie has played football for 2 years. Desmond Madrid. Desmond is the son of Arnetta Smith and Curtis Sackle. He is being escorted by his parents. Desmond played football for 5 years. Michael Ray. Michael is the son of Michael and Centra Ray. He is being escorted by his parents. Michael has been the football manager for 3 years. Andrew Rice. Andrew is the son of Sean and Harlow Rice. He has been escorted by his parents. Andrew has played football for 2 years. Devon Grossman. Dede is the son of Danica Oliver and Stephen Grossman. He is being escorted by his mother. Dede has played football for 4 years. Dalen Cox. Dalen is the son of Lamont and Ava Cox. He has been escorted by his mother. Dalen has played football for 2 years. Lauren Boyette. Lauren is the daughter of Wayne and Colin Boyette. She has been escorted by her parents. Lauren has played volleyball for 1 year. Ray Coachman. Ray is the son of Curtis and Naomi. Naomi Coachman. He's been escorted by his parents. Ray has been in the band for 6 years. Sarah Gray. Sarah is the daughter of Steve Gray and the late Coach Walt Gray. She is being escorted by her mother. Sarah has been a cheerleader for 5 years. Tiara Fields. Tiara is the daughter of Travis and Stephanie Dorff. She is being escorted by her mother. Tiara has played volleyball for 4 years. Madison Fitzwater. Madison is the daughter of Howard and Fitzwater. She is being escorted by her parents. Madison has been in the band for 4 years, leading a duet for 3 years. Jamaica Johnson. Jamaica is the daughter of Roy and Linda Johnson. She is being escorted by her parents. Jamaica has been a cheerleader for 2 years. Haley Knight. Haley is the daughter of Angela Anderson and Randy Knight. She is being escorted by her mother and grandmother, Faye Davis. Faye has been in the band for 2 years. Rebecca Lane. Rebecca is the daughter of Brian and Shannon Lane. She is being escorted by her parents and sister Rachel Lane. Rebecca has played volleyball for 1 year. Chase Lyons. Chase is the son of Joe and Cindy Lyons. He's being escorted by his father and brothers, Joshua Lyons and Jacob Lyons. Chase has been in the band for 5 years. Carly Marsh. Carly is the daughter of Carl and Luella Marsh. She is being escorted by her parents. Carl has been on the color guard for 1 year. Rachel Rafferty. Rachel is the daughter of Scott and Sandra Rafferty. She is being escorted by her mother and grandfather for 1 year. Rachel has played volleyball for 6 years. Shakira Rogers. Shakira is the daughter of Michael and Minoga Rogers. She is being escorted by her parents. Shakira has been a cheerleader for 5 years. Haley Marie Swirsky. Haley is the daughter of Tammy Ellenberg and Ricky Swirsky. She is being escorted by her parents. Haley has been a cheerleader for 5 years. Olivia Stewart. Olivia is the daughter of Ricky and Terry Stewart. She is being escorted by her parents. Olivia has been a cheerleader for 6 years. Garrett Steele. Garrett is the son of Larry and Ryan Steele. He has been escorted by his parents. Garrett has been in the band for 6 years. Erica Thomas. Erica is the daughter of Mary and Samantha Thomas. She has been escorted by her parents and her sister, Deborah Thomas. Deborah has been in the band for 3 years. Brooke Walker. Brooke is the daughter of Earl and Angie Walker. She has been escorted by her parents. Brooke has been in the color guard for 4 years. Jessica Rain. Jessica is the daughter of Virgil and Kelly Rain. He's being escorted by her parents. Jessica has played volleyball for 6 years. Nancy Faye Vick. Nancy Faye is the daughter of Andy Jerome and Rich. She's been escorted by her parents. Nancy Faye has been in the band for 6 years and appeared 4 years as majorette. Ashton Woodham. Ashton is the daughter of Cindy Knoll. She has been escorted by her mother and grandmother, Nancy Knoll. Ashton has been in the band for 2 years. Jay Yarborough. Jay is the daughter of Stacy Yarborough. She's been escorted by her mother. Jackie has played volleyball for 2 years. Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for our 2013 Senior Football Tournament in Volleyball and Cheerleading League. Congratulations, seniors. At this time,
Welcome to Ashford. And we're about to start the second half here at the Ashford-Houston County game, where Ashford has a 35-6 lead. Hope you enjoyed the bands at halftime and the senior recognition, and the two bands playing together. You don't see that every day.
No, you don't.
I'm Brian Nyman, my son Cliff Nyman. We're here to bring you this second half, and we'll see what happens.
Onside kick, I don't think that went 10 yards.
And I do think Ashford got it.
But I don't think it matters.
Yeah, I think Ashford recovered, so.
Unsuccessful attempt at some sort of an onside kick there by Ashford.
By Houston County?
Yeah, Houston County to no avail.
Well, you know, got to try something.
Looks like we'll go with Richardson at quarterback here to start out the second half. Harrison got some good, played pretty good there just to close out the second half, but they'll go back with Richardson.
Yeah, that's nice to be able to switch out like that, though.
Yeah, that's one convenience that a lot of schools don't have. Be able to have two at least decent quarterbacks.
Some hardly have
and
one.
Both these guys are actually pretty decent.
All right, here we go.
And he hands it up the middle to Devonta Williams. He's going to break a couple tackles and get down to about the 45-yard line for about a gain of 5, and really 6.
And we'll see.
Same old stuff from the first half, just running up the middle with the two big guys.
2nd and 4.
See if Columbia made any adjustments at halftime on the running game. They'll need to if they're going to have any kind of chance winning this one, because Ashford had their way on the ground.
Yep. They hit the guy at the line, and he still gained 6 yards.
That's happened a few times. And Williams up the middle again for a gain of about 6, looks like. He'll have enough for the first down inside the Columbia 40-yard line down to about the 39. Well, really between the 39 and the 40.
Number 4 on the tackle for
Hunter Stewart.
Houston County. Hunter Stewart.
Their leading tackler.
All right, well, that's a first down, 1st and 10.
Ashford keeping it on the ground. Usually it seems like when they prefer to throw a little more when the other quarterbacks, and they usually like to keep it on the ground with Richardson because his athletic ability. And he shows off a little bit of that, runs up. And he's got one man. He's got good speed, too, and he's going to get down to about the 3-yard line on a nice, about a 40-yard, 35-yard run there by Richardson, the speedy quarterback.
37 to be exact. So they're down on the, let's see, what's he standing on, about the 2 or the 3?
2 or 3 yard line.
1st and goal.
And number 9 will re-enter the game at quarterback, Hayden Harrison. Well, he might play quarterback. We've seen him take snaps and running back as well. So we'll see what he ends up doing. He looked like he was coming in there with the play, though. And that is not true. He will line up at running back. And Richardson keeps it around the end, and he's going to get in easily for a touchdown.
3-yard touchdown run there for Harrison.
That's actually Jawan Richardson, number 8.
Jawan Richardson.
I think he's actually either a freshman or a sophomore, so any teams that play Ashford the next few years got that to look forward to.
And the coach for Ashford's got that to look forward to also. Bringing the score up to 41-6 with 9:57 to go. They're
Peyton Croon's back to attempt the extra point. He's, I believe, 4 for 5 for 6 tonight on attempts, and we'll see if he can keep the streak alive. And looks like he does.
I think he got it.
He does. That'll make it 42-6 here. All Ashford.
Okay, Ashford to kick off after the touchdown, of course.
Michael Gibson here to do the kickoff, and
which has been kind of exciting.
Yeah, and this is actually a very nice kick right down the middle. And Jarvis White will take it, and he's going to stop at the 20, make a cut, get swarmed up by the Yellow Jackets. He's not going to get past the 20. Pretty good kick and coverage there by Ashford, something they really haven't done too well tonight, but they've had a lot of opportunities to practice.
Yeah, like I said, the busiest guy in this field just about is the kicker.
And they swap him out. They must be getting tired.
I'd hate to be that guy down there with that big white thing, trying to hold that thing up in this wind. I'm sure that's the play or whatever.
Yeah, I think I saw them last week holding up some stuff like that.
Here we go, 1st and 10 for Houston County.
And Sellers drops back, got an open man, Jarvis White, number 1, and he's actually got a little room there on the sideline, and he's going to get up to the 40-yard line. Nice pitch and catch there from Sellers to White.
Yeah, he caught that ball and did a little.
Just a quick read there to the left. He's normally going to be open 89% of the time on that run. Just a quick comeback.
89% of the time.
Yep.
Well, he caught it. He did that little move to the inside, turned it around, and took off for 19 yards. They're on the 39.
Nice positive play for Columbia.
Very good.
Sellers gets the play from the sidelines. Looks like they better hurry up. There's no play clock out here, but they will call a delay of game. I've seen it.
I wish they had play clocks at all these fields.
Got trips out to the right, and one man down here close to us. And Sellers drops back, same play, and he drops it. Wow.
Same play, different result. The crowd is kind of.
Well, he gave him a little extra shove there at the end. I think that's why they were wanting a flag. And maybe he should have got a flag because that was a little bit too much. But 2nd and 10 nonetheless with 8:50 to go here in the third quarter.
I think if the ref rules it, like an incidental something, they won't.
Well, he shoved
They
him.
won't do it.
The ball was at his feet and he was shoving.
Or try to cause injury or whatever.
Yeah, it really wasn't that big a deal.
No harm, no foul on that one. So 2nd and 10 from the 39.
And he's going to go back to the trips right. We'll see if they try to run that same comeback right. I doubt they will, though. That was after the drop there. Good snap. Well, they will run it again, but Sellers just miscommunication there by the receiver and the quarterback. Not very good.
I think that receiver was supposed to stop, and he didn't.
He zigged when he should have zagged.
Yeah. He didn't. So 3rd and 10.
And then and Columbia's been in a lot of ruts tonight, getting these 3rd and long situations. And it's it's hard to win a football game or even be in the football game when you can't get a lot of 3rd and manageables and win the 3rd down battle. They're going to bring some pressure in from the edge, and he throws a quick screen out to the right side. Kenny's got a block, and he's going to get up about 3 or 4 yards up to around the 43, 42-yard line, and it'll bring up a punting situation for the Lions.
Number 8 was on the tackle for Ashford.
Jawan Richardson, the quarterback. He's doing it all, folks. What's that number 8?
We're going to punt.
And number 7, Peyton Laster, handled pretty much all the kicking duties tonight for Columbia. He'll be back to.
And he's really hoping for a good snap just once. And he got it.
He kind of got it. What is that? They'll rule it dead on the 38-yard line after not sure how many yard punt it was, somewhere around 20.
not too bad. Ashford will set up shop their 1st and 10 with 7:44 to go in the third quarter. It may be 71 degrees out there, but this wind is
keeping it nice and a little bite in the air. Good football weather.
It is. Now it says 73. The temperature actually went up since we started.
Well,
but storms are a-coming.
Yeah, I'd like to see where that thing is. It should be getting here on us.
I could have even predicted this one. It covers half the country, so you know.
Yeah. And Harrison back in at quarterback. He gives it to number 26 for the Yellow Jackson. He'll be stopped up and won't get much of a gain, if any. And that was Seth Strickland, the ball carrier. That's his first carry of the night. And he won't get much, if any. Well, they're going to give him about 1.5 yards.
2nd and 8, we'll call it. I can't do halves, so I guess I could do 2nd and 8.5. But it's just not that important.
They got number 20 split out to the opposite side of the field. Same formation they've really run out of all night, no man in motion. And that's number 24 up the middle on the ball carry. Tyus Maben on a carry of about, looks to be 20 or 25 yards. Pretty good run. Ashford still just running the ball at will.
And I couldn't read the number of the Houston County player that was on the tackle. It might have been 80, but I hate to guess because if I say 80, it'll be 60 or something. Some of these jerseys are hard to read.
Yeah, those yellow numbers will throw you off a little bit. At least Ashford's got black behind it, so you can really tell they've got a little bit. Oh, fumble snap, man. He's going to get back on it. Appears to have gotten back on it, from up here at least. Bring up 2nd and 10.
Oh, that could have been disastrous.
One of the few miscues by Ashford. I've seen him put a couple snaps on the ground tonight, but other than that, it's been pretty much smooth sailing for them. Columbia, on the other hand, had a few bad snaps that have actually cost them.
Yeah, a couple of high snaps, and it throws the quarterback off. He can't.
That's right.
Recover.
And I'm not sure who this is going to be on, but I think it might be on Ashford.
Look like a false start, but every time we guess.
Yeah, I haven't been good guessing.
Yeah, good guess. See what the man with the white hat says.
That's going to be offsides on Columbia. It could have definitely went both ways, but I see his point.
So, with nothing done, we have a 2nd and 5 all of a sudden.
Down from about the 37-yard line. He'll put a man in motion around the backside, and he'll keep it up the middle. Number, I believe is, I'm not exactly sure what number he was. Could be 24. Yes, 24. Tyus Maben with his 2nd carry of the night. Nice run earlier by him. He went up to the middle. And Ashford will bring a couple guys off and a couple guys on.
5 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Harrison will be under center. 2 men in the backfield. Wide receiver split out here close to us. Tyus Maben keeps it up the middle again, and he'll be slammed down at about the 20-yard line. Nice carry.
Good description, though. He was slammed down.
He hasn't had many carries tonight, but the ones he's had have been for good yardage. He's probably averaging 15 yards a pop.
Yeah, I'd keep giving it to him, too. He's tackled by 5 Lions.
I actually think at this point Ashford's got a good bit of their backups in, so these are good reps for these kids that haven't got to play a lot this year that are getting some good carries and yards in the last game here. Last home game, possibly.
Yeah,
they'll have to travel.
If they get in the playoffs, they might need these guys.
They'll be a 4 seed in the playoffs, so they'll travel. Golly.
Uh-oh.
I think Columbia may have jumped again.
I think so, too.
No, they're going to call it a false start.
And we'll see.
Could back them up 5 here. Yeah, it's going to be a false start on Ashford. So it'll be 1st and 15 from the 26-yard line. 4 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Clock's rolling. Harrison puts a man in motion, takes the snap, hands it off to number 29. DeAndre Ivory up to the right side, but there is a flag on the 20-yard line marker. Not sure what this is going to be.
67 for Houston County was on the stop.
Face mask on Columbia, so it's actually a 5-yard face mask, so it's going to remain. Second down is going to be about second and about 6, well, 5.
He gained 5 and they gave him 5, so second and 5.
Harrison under center. Wide out split at the top of the screen. He'll hand it off to 24, Tyus Maben again. He's inside the 10. And wow, the Columbia guy comes in there after the play and knocks down an Ashford player. Luckily, they didn't get a flag right there for Columbia. A little extracurricular activity after the play.
Yeah, they were a little bit tied up there, and somebody went flying.
Yeah. Well, when the game's in hand like this, they kind of just let it slide. I don't want to hold it up too much.
They haven't moved the...
Well, no, they're going to throw a flag on that.
There is a flag, yeah, I see it now.
That's going to put Ashford down mighty close.
Dead ball. Personal foul.
I think that could be a half the distance play. They were at the 8, and they're going to have it on the 4 now. So they'll give them half the distance of the goal line on that play.
And it's first and goal.
I believe they'll probably call that a personal foul. Not sure exactly who it was on, but
they did. It would have been 15, but they didn't have 15 to give them.
No. Weren't 15 yards left. And Tyus Maben going to keep it around the left side. Another flag on the far side of the field. We'll see what it's going to be, but it's hard to tell. There were so many guys piled up there, I couldn't really see what it was going to be.
He was tackled by 9 players.
He was.
There is a flag, you say, or did we see
there was
it?
a flag back there on the far side of the field.
I don't know if it was a yellow shoe or...
They're talking about it. He's picked it up and thrown it in the middle of the field.
All right, you got anything to say to us here? Or? Yeah, they're talking. You're right.
Yeah. I don't know what it could be, but it's on Columbia, whatever it is.
Pile of human face mask against.
Golly, boy, Columbia with 3 pretty bad penalties down here right on the goal line. It seems like they've done a poor job executing down here and close to the goal line on offense and defense on both sides of the ball when it really, when you really need to be executing.
So we repeat first down. It's first and goal from the 5.
They'll have Maben and Seth Strickland in the backfield. Harrison under center. And he'll drop back the pass. Elude pressure. Look for the corner but won't get it. He'll be thrown down about the 5-yard line. No gain. Clock will continue to run as he didn't get out of bounds. So it'll be second and goal from the 5-yard line.
Yeah, he tried to get around that end there, but that Houston County line said, no, you're going to stay where you're at. And you're right, he kind of threw him down.
Yep. Seth Strickland will come off, and DeAndre Ivory will come on for the Jackets.
Run one good one off and run another good one in.
And they'll run a play around the left, and I believe he'll be in for the touchdown. That's number 24, Tyus Maben, with a touchdown on the evening. On a nice play by Ashford. It looked like a little sweep there.
Yeah.
So that'll make it 48-6 here with 1:45 to go in the
third quarter.
And they're going to let the clock roll here. Well, no, they finally stopped it.
I don't know. Is that a 9? Could be 1:39 to go. At any rate, we're under 2 minutes.
Peyton Crooms out to attempt the extra point. Number 6, Preston still holding it, and he gets a good hold and gets it down, gets it through.
Boy.
I believe he's through. And
yeah.
So he's had a busy night tonight. I believe he's, 6 for 7 on the extra points tonight. Pretty good.
Yeah, he scored 6 points all by himself. And Ashford has scored 49, and they lead it 49-6 with 1:33 to go in the third quarter. Ashford will kick off after that 5-yard touchdown run. And we'll see if it They've been keeping it in bounds. Let's see.
Michael Gibson kept it in bounds
yeah.
last time, and so they'll go him again. But well, he fields it. Number 30 for Columbia will stumble down right around the 46-yard line, the Columbia 46, and that was Dustin Hayes on the return there. Pretty weird looking kick there, a lot of twist in it.
The kicker tackled him. Yeah, I didn't know where the ball went. I'm just going to be honest. I had no idea.
Well, at least you're honest.
Next thing I know, this guy's running up the field 100 miles an hour.
And Sellers is looking at the sideline, getting the play, checking those wristbands. You know, those no-huddle offenses always have the wristbands, and they'll tell you what to do. And they'll have nobody in the backfield, trips right, man coming across, B.J. Stanley, he'll hand it to him. He goes around the end, and he'll fall down. It's like he tried to make a cut, and there wasn't nothing there under him.
Nothing to cut, yeah.
So I believe that's going to be Columbia's second longest run of the night, about 7 yards.
2nd and 3. Yeah, that field is kind of wore out there in the middle. Of course, it is late in the season.
That is true. It's going to be super wore out after this rainstorm comes through.
Yeah.
It's going to be a mud pit down there.
1 minute to go in the third quarter.
And they'll balance the formation up. No, looks like they'll go trips left. Kennedy up at the top of the screen. Jarvis White down here at the bottom. Cooper Sellers hands it off to 35 Quan Johnson. He'll rumble up for about 10 yards for a first down to about the 40-yard line. Columbia finally running the ball a little bit here, which is something they definitely want to do.
Yeah, 10 yards on that play, and I mean, it just...
There's some sort of discussion going on down there. I'm not sure exactly. There might be some sort of chippiness going on that need to be addressed by the officials a lot of times. If it's getting kind of out of hand with the junk talking or the cheap shots, they'll call them together and let them know they need to stop that. So
yeah, they're just talking to them.
So maybe they'll get whatever they need to get straightened out, and we'll have a clean game the rest of the way.
There have been a few little iffy things here and there.
I've seen a lot worse games this year, though. But, you know, want everybody to be safe out here.
It is a rough game.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Sellers hollers out something to the left side. There'll be trips to the left. Good snap. Pretty good protection. He throws it deep. He's got somewhat of a man there, but he'll go up. And good defense there by the Jackets. And that'll do it for the third quarter, I do believe. Or maybe.
Yeah, it's showing 0-0-0 on the clock, so that is the end of the third quarter with Ashford leading 49-6.
We're back here. We're back here. Columbia's going to have the ball, 2nd and 10 from the 40-yard line. Balanced formation, running back to the right. Sellers takes a snap, looks to the left immediately, and White will turn around and doesn't get much of anything at all. A lot of hesitation here by the Houston County receivers tonight. Looks like they've tried to make a little too much out of nothing. They just need to try to get upfield.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of a little turn he did there.
Yeah,
but
that's just a lot of unnecessary stuff.
I'm going to give it a 3rd and 7.
Long 6.
If I'd have said 6, you would have said short 7.
Sales will take the snap. He'll throw it out to number 2, Darius Dickens.
That gained 2 yards, maybe.
And I would think at this juncture they would probably go for it here from a 35. Now, don't quote me, but we will see. The clock's still rolling, so, and they will go for it. Appears to be.
Well, what do you got to lose? I mean, we need 43 quick points, so.
Yeah, that's pretty tough. Sales will take the snap. Looks to the left. He's got a man, Jarvis White, and he'll be met by 2 guys there. They were pretty much there with him when he got the ball, so he won't get much past that. But he will pick up the first down on a pretty nice throw by Sellers. So
yeah,
swung it out there pretty quick.
Put it right on the money. And
oh, yeah.
1st and 10 on the 25. And that was on a 4th down, so.
Yeah, that was a big play. Big play. Columbia driving the ball here a little bit at the end of the game. They'll have it here on the 27, 1st and 10. Sells will hand it off, and he'll be met abruptly in the backfield for a loss of 2 or 3.
That was
really 35. More of a loss of 4 or 5. Didn't give him much forward progress there.
Oh, that was 35. The one that you said really isn't 35.
Right. Yeah, it's a different jersey. Quan Johnson. Been a pretty good running back for him this year. Pretty big guy, but this team don't run the ball a whole lot, so it's, you get limited touches if you're running back in this sort of system. As I said earlier, they got the leading passer and the 2 leading receivers in the area, so that would certainly suggest that you're not going to have many rushing yards. Sellers, he's got a man wide open, Darius Dickens, and he's going to be close to having the touchdown. He's going to be on the 5-yard line.
Very nice play.
That was a nice play, nice throw. Nice job of getting open there by Dickens.
Well, I don't see where Cooper has any problem putting the ball wherever they want him to.
Well, he's got that's one thing Columbia does have. They got a quarterback with a good arm.
So 1st and goal from the 5.
That's a big kid there for Ashford, number 76. Wow, he's probably a pretty young guy too. Clock rolling inside of 9 minutes here. Sellers will take the snap, 3 guys to his left, and he will hand it off to Stewart, who will grind down to about the 1-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 1. Well, 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line.
Yeah, that was just 4 yards of tough running.
That's right, that's right. A little read option there, looked like. It'll be 2nd and goal here. Columbia is no stranger to this situation. They got down here on their 2nd drive of the game.
That's true.
And just did a terrible job executing down here inside the 5-yard line and ended up giving Ashford the ball back about the 32 or 33-yard line, and it's been pretty much downhill for Columbia ever since that missed opportunity they had there. The low snap gets it out to the edge. Number 20, he's going to score. Number 25,
yes,
B.J. Stanley, touchdown Columbia. And that'll make it 49-12 with the extra point pending, or if they'll decide to go over 2, we'll see. They did last time. And I would imagine since they did last time, they'll do it again.
You think they'll go for 2, you say?
Yes. And they will go for 2.
All right, let's see what they're going to do here.
Last time they spread it out 5 wide. Here we'll go over to the balanced look. One running back to his right. We'll see what we do here. He looks back, makes the quick read to the big guy, Kennedy, and he goes up and gets it. Makes a nice catch on the shorter defensive back. And that'll make it 49-14 here at all Ashford.
Look at the Ashford cheerleaders here cheering their team away, who has a 49-14 lead. Houston County about to kick off here.
It'll be number 7, Peyton Lassiter, with the kick. He's handled all the special teams duties for Columbia tonight and done a pretty decent job. He's had some rough situations to punt from, but he's able to, he ain't had one blocked yet, so that says a lot. He'll kick it down the middle, a squirrely looking kick, and the guy will just dive on it around the 35.
Yeah, well, it wasn't very exciting. So Ashford takes over right there, 1st and 10 from the 35 with 8:08 to go in the game, pending an overtime.
And they'll put Richardson in at quarterback here to see what he can do. Imagine he'll just be handing it off a bunch. When I was here earlier this year at the St. James Ashford game, they started out the game with Hayden Harrison in, and then they were down by, I think, 14 or 15 points, and they put in Juwan Richardson, and he led them to a win and with the last 6 minutes of the 4th quarter. So that was a big win for Ashford this year, and really is what got him in the playoffs. But it was all Richardson on that last drive, and he led them to victory in a big game early on in the year. So that's, I think, why we've seen a lot of him as the season went on.
24 was on the carry, and
that's Tyus Maben.
50 was on the stop.
But both quarterbacks have played well here tonight for Ashford.
Yes, they have.
And really, Cooper Sellers for Columbia has thrown some nice balls, but Ashford just played pretty good defense on the deep balls and not really let anything get over their head or behind their back.
Yeah, he hasn't really missed a pass except for that one.
The first play of the game.
Yep. Other than a receiver running the wrong route, which he can't.
He took a pretty bad. He's taken a couple of pretty bad sacks. And Ashford's just going to hand it off here, keep the clock rolling. I'm not sure what number that was, but I think it was either Seth Strickland or, yes, it was Seth Strickland, number 26. Be his third or fourth carry of the night.
Yeah, just a little run up the middle there. That brings up, I don't know, 3rd and 5, I'm going to say.
And
we're about
Columbia would like to see if they can get a stop here on a third down.
7 minutes to go in the game.
Just because the game's pretty much over, don't mean you can stop competing. But he'll run up. Tyus Mabel will run up to about across the 50-yard line to about the Columbia 43. And he's came in and had some pretty good runs here, you know, late in the game.
58 on the tackle for the Lions.
Jonathan Green.
Among others. The wind has returned.
Their wind has returned. You may can hear it.
Blow this camera over.
Richardson under center gives the ball to number 29, and they're going to blow the play dead.
Blow
the play dead. So we'll see what the call is. Should be a false start. One would think. Referee's got his back turned Columbia, so he'll mark it off 5.
Yep.
It was false start. Finally gets right.
All right, well. Now first
so it'll
and 15.
be at 1st and 15 here, 6:12 on the clock. And I think they'll put the clock rolling here in a second. Right there.
There it goes.
And so
all right.
Ashford's back in the old faithful formation. One split end, 2 guys in the backfield. Almost a wishbone looking look, but it's a little wing offense. And 29 will carry it down for a gain of about 5. That is DeAndre Ivory. He's had a few nice carries in reserve minutes as well.
2nd and 10.
If Ashford played this just right, they could not give Columbia the ball back the rest of the game and just eat it here on this one drive.
That's true. Doesn't take much to eat up 5 yards, 3 yards at a time. I mean 5 minutes, 3 yards at a time.
They'll hand it to Tyus Mabin again, and he won't get much. He might have got 1 yard line up the middle.
Yeah, I think you're correct with your Mida.
And so it'll be 3rd and 10 here for the Yellow Jackets. Down inside of Columbia territory from the 44-yard line. Inside of 5 minutes to play in the ball game.
Well, here's a 3rd and 10 now. And I'm sure they'd probably go for it on 4th down. I don't know if there is a 4th down.
I think they'd probably punt it. Don't want to add insult to injury here. And Richardson will just give it up the middle on a play to keep the clock rolling, basically, and they won't get it. Get about 5 yards up the middle as the pile moves forward. And we'll see if they go for it or if they punt it. I'm not sure, but I would think they would punt it.
You would think they'd punt it? All right.
But I don't think they're going to.
I'm going to find out right now. Nope. I don't see anybody
So
back.
I would hope. And they'll hand it to Mabin. He's got a bunch of blockers around the left side. He'll make a man miss, break a tackle, rumble down to about the 20-yard line, and brings 2 or 3 lines with him.
Very nice run. That was a 20-yard run he ripped off there in about a half a second.
Closing in on around 100 yards for today. I mean, he's had 2 or 3 20-plus yarders.
And like you said, the clock rolling. Don't know if Houston County will see the ball again or not.
We'll have 1 off and 2 on for Ashford.
Back in Old Faithful formation, as you call it.
good old-fashioned football, running up the gut behind your blockers. Number 29, DeAndre Ivory, carries it. And I think they've ran that same play 5 times in a row here, just keeping it up the middle, letting them big uglies do the work up there.
Yeah. 60 was on the bottom of the pile for Houston County.
That's Devontae Artis, number 60. And we're inside of 3 minutes to play here, 2:30 on the clock. And kind of a weird handoff there, but he'll get it and be stopped. Seth Strickland on the attempted handoff. I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but it was a loss regardless of what happened.
I thought they blew a whistle and stopped the play the way they went there.
Yeah, it was pretty weird.
So but what is it, 3rd and...
With that play, we'll move inside of 2 minutes, almost certainly. And we're getting close to wrapping this thing up.
What do you think, 3rd and 9.5?
Yeah. And they'll keep it with Strickland up the middle, and he's carried a few guys down there, but he won't get much, 2 or 3, probably more on the 2 side. And the clock will be close to 1 minute to play before they get this snap off.
I'm quite sure Ashford doesn't care if they score or not, really.
Yeah, they don't need another one.
No, they don't need to, so. Which shows good sportsmanship on the part of the coach. Right on.
And Ashford's still in that single wing formation. And he'll try to bust it outside, but won't have the... Oh, damn, we'll get a ball stripped out there by Hunter Stewart. He'll fall on it. It'll be Columbia ball. Nice play there by Hunter Stewart to get the ball out of there.
Yeah, very nice.
That was a good play.
They did pull the ball out of his hands.
And Columbia will see the ball one more time.
Yep. We got our wish.
So we got Cooper Sellers looking over to the sideline, getting the play from Coach Darren Stewart.
The bands are having a battle of the bands.
Making a bunch of racket.
I think that's music, but I'm not sure.
And there will be no backs in the backfield. Split out trips to the right. Good snap. He'll throw it quick down to Kennedy. And he won't get any. May lose a couple.
I think they're going to give him...
Clock's inside of a minute to go.
And running.
And rolling.
Yeah, they'll
just actually give
him
him a yard on the catch.
Oh, yeah, they did. Okay, 2nd and 9 on probably the last, getting close to the last play of the game here.
Oh, and he'll get a low snap, and he'll pick it up and just fall down. And once again, the snapping comes back to get Columbia. They'll lose about 15 or 20 there. And that'll probably do it for the game, as a matter of fact. I don't know if they'll try to run another play.
They don't have, on the 25-second clock, they don't have to snap it. I don't know what they'll do. 4, 3, 2, 1, that's going to do it.
And that'll do it for the game, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, it was an interesting game. Ashford pretty much handled it from beginning to end. Ashford came out with a game plan and ran it, and ran it very effectively against Houston County.
Columbia just couldn't get anything going on the ground and couldn't stop Ashford on the ground, and that's just not a great combination for if you're wanting to have a successful night on the football field. And so
they did manage. They did manage 2 touchdowns. In front of you is what I think is one of the coolest things in sports, where they shake hands.
It's a thing that's been around a lot of time, and it's good,
Yep. It is cool.
Most every sport you'll see, both fighters or opponents shaking hands.
They beat each other up for, 48 minutes, and then they shake their hand at the end of it. That is just too cool. Well, that's going to wrap it up from here in Ashford. Cliff Nyman was our lead announcer, and I'm Brian Nyman, and we will see you next time on the Scenic Sports Network.
You've been watching High School Football Game Night, presented by Scenic Cable Network and Productions. Join us again next time.